This week's been a rough week. Haven't been getting a lot of sleep. And last night I laid down and I was like, man, tonight is my night. I'm gonna get a good night's sleep. As I drifted off, it wasn't 4 hours later that my 8-year-old is standing over me. And any parent who's ever experienced this will understand. If you know, you know. It was creepy, man. I opened my eyes and I'm like scared because there's this kid standing over me, just staring at me. And I was like, Christian, what's wrong? And he's like, Jordan, my 3-year-old little girl, is crying in her crib. I was like, okay. And in my mind, I'm frustrated with him. And I'm like, dude, why'd you wake me up? Why did you wake mommy up? So I told him to go back to bed. I got up. And as I made my way towards her room, I heard her crying, Daddy. She just was crying out. And as I got to her door, I felt frustrated. I was a little angry. I was like, man, tonight was my night. Now I'm interrupted and it's going to take a minute for me to fall back asleep, and just thinking all the things. And I opened the door and asked her what was wrong. And she said, I don't feel well, Dad. I'm ready to get up. She's making all the, little excuses and that little 3-year-olds do. And as that frustration welled up in my heart, the Lord quietly spoke to my heart and reminded me of how often I come to him and cry out, and how he parents me, how he shows up for me, and how he loves me, and how much grace he shows me, how much patience he has towards me. And he never raises his voice. He never exercises his will and strength over me. He's just a loving father. And I find comfort in him. I find protection in him. I find direction in him. I find grace in him. I find compassion in him. I find love in him. It was in that split second of me hearing that loving word from the Father that I was able to redirect. I was able to fix my tude and show my daughter the same. I mean, how much of a privilege it is that she calls out to Daddy when she needs something, and how much more important is it for me to be there and to show her grace, show her love, show her compassion, and show her patience. As we enter into Father's Day weekend, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. But man, I just want to wish a happy Father's Day to the good father, who is the example of the perfect parent, perfect in love, perfect in grace, perfect in compassion, perfect in mercy, and perfect in all things. And it's in his example that we fathers must follow.